I was driving back from my studios in the Bombay Dyeing Complex in Lower Parel, and I was driving my car, a Toyota Corolla.
I remember coming out of Narendra Modi's house after interviewing him in the height of the riots in 2002.
With my wife, we were both sitting in the front seat.
My driver did not have a press car. And I looked at, he was sitting in the front. I have an obsession with sitting in the front seat. I looked.
About 500 meters from my residence at Ganpatrao Kadam Marg, well before the turn to my residence, my car was overtaken by two people in a bike. They kept driving their bike parallel to my car for some time, and they kept looking to the left. So I assumed that they were possibly going to stop or wait. Then they quickly overtook my car, and their bike stopped. When their bike stopped, I thought that perhaps there was a problem with their bike. So I tried to turn a little bit towards my left. At that point of time, one of the two people started pointing specifically at me, and he turned his bike back and he came right next to my car, and then they started hitting my car with something and trying to break the window pane of my car. They were repeatedly hitting at the window pane of my car, repeatedly. Their attempt was to break the window pane of my car.
We are stopped. Suddenly our ambassador car is stopped, and there are people who are breaking the windows with whistles. They are breaking the windows.
So for a few seconds, I couldn't quite get what was happening. It took a little while to react. I ducked at that point of time. They continued to hammer and try to break the pane of my car. When I realized that this was some kind of an attack. I tried to move my car to the left. Then they started taking out bottles, and they were furiously throwing liquids at my car. They made another attempt to break the window panes of the car. This continued. At that point of time, I pressed my foot on the accelerator. I turned a little bit to the left. The car swerved. There was a screeching sound, and I moved away. When I moved 50 meters ahead,
he came out 50 meters from his residence.
कुछ भी.
You know, in life, your own experiences come back to you. I remember.
इस वीडियो के सामने आने के बाद सवाल तो बनता ही है।
तो शांति से जरा थोड़ी देर बैठिए और सोचिए,
अगर हम करें तो करें क्या, बोले तो बोले क्या। वाह मोदी जी, वाह वाह वाह।
पता है ना आप सबको? नहीं पता है, कहाँ पता है।